What's up, traders? This is Jay at jtradinglive.com. This is the charting video, how I find my trades. First, before we even look at a chart, I want to let you know that I've created a list of over 200 stocks that move. Now, these are the stocks that I consult every day on a daily basis, multiple times a day, checking their charts for the certain indicators that you're about to learn to line up. So let's take a look at a chart of Apple. I don't usually trade this one because it's too expensive, but it's a widely held stock and we're just looking at the indicators. So first let's take a look at one of the indicators that I use, which is the stochastics. Now the stochastics will tell you overbought and oversold. It's oversold when the stochastic falls below 20 and it's overbought when the stochastic rises above 80. But as you can see, the stochastic can stay overbought for a long period of time, as it does here and here, and it can also remain oversold for long periods of time, which Apple has not this year. The other indicator is an indicator that I've constructed myself out of two other indicators. Now, I don't want to tell you what those are right now. I've got to keep some things a secret, but I want to show you how they work in conjunction with each other, and like I said, how I find my trades using these indicators. So there's two parts to this indicator. The blue line is what I call the signal line, and the red line is what I call the red line. So essentially, when the blue line is moving up, the stock has upward momentum to it. When the blue line is moving down, the stock has downward momentum to it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the stock is going to go up when the blue line is going up and down when the blue line is going down. There's other things to take into consideration here. So let's start at the beginning of this one-year daily chart of Apple. And one of the first things I look for is for the red line to cross the signal line at the same point that the stochastics cross each other. When that happens, I put it down as a stock to watch. Now, it's not going to be verified as a buy until this red line crosses above the 80 black line. When that happens, it's verified. And you can see we would have been verified here on Apple. And we had a nice move up there, a nice gap up move, and then it kind of held there for a little while before it started pulling back. Now, if you'd have captured anywhere in here, that would have been a nice $8 to $10 move for you. So let's keep on moving across the chart of Apple. I'm not getting anything from this segment, not getting anything here. All right, let's check here. We got the red line crossing the signal line. We got the stochastics crossing right there, and we're going to be verified here. On this tall candle, we're going to be verified here. Wham, 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 wham. We're going on up, folks. That's it. That's it. Look at that move. Oh, all right. We went from $325 to $400 on that move that was given to us by that indicator right there. Again, not verified until it crosses the 80 line. And there we are. All right, so let's keep moving. All right, we have a cross here, and the stochastics are crossing at the same time. But you can see this move does not get verified. It doesn't reach the 80 mark. So this is a non-trade. This doesn't get verified. But then we come in here and we find another one of my famous indicators off this chart, which is what I call the V cross through. You see the signal line crosses through a red V here. And when that happens, as soon as that happens, that's a buy right there. So we would have got into Apple somewhere during this candle. And we got a nice move up. Like I said, nothing moves in a straight line. You got to trust your indicators. So you did get a little move up. Then you got to pull back, up, up, up. Another great move there. Again, we're coming across. Let's see if we have another. Okay, we've got a cross here, but you can see the stochastics doesn't cross at the same time. So that's going to be a non-trade, even though this was a nice move on Apple. It was not a trade that was verifiable to me. Let's move on across, and I'm not seeing anything here. Again, you see the blue signal line is moving downward, and you can see the stock is moving down as well. There's no real blips to get in here. See, here we have the blue line crossing the signal line, and possibly crossing the stochastics there, but we don't get up to the 80, so that's a non-trade. And here, not really seeing much there either. So we come on across. Here we got the blue line, red line crossing the signal line, stochastics crossing at the same time there. Bam, verified. We're in on this candle, and there Apple is off to the races again. Take your profits anywhere you like. It's a good move. All right, so let's just go back and just see where the stochastics are on each of these moves. Here, when we found this move, the stochastic is near oversold, so that tells you got some room to go. That's always a good spot to be. Here, we got the stochastics oversold again. You know, good spot to be, good safe spot. We got all the indicators lining up. Bam, off to the races. In the V here, again, the stochastics are oversold. Now, it's not necessarily a requirement for the stochastics to be oversold. I mean, stochastics could be crossing here, and if we're getting across here, that's still going to be a good move for you. We didn't get that indicator there, but you know, the stock did move up there. You're not going to get, every time the stock moves up, the indicators aren't going to tell you, but when the indicators tell you, you can more or less expect that the stock is going to move up, and it's going to move up now. That's the great thing about this indicator. That's a great way to play options on it, swing trade on it, trade the stock outright. You know, whatever your style of trading, this indicator system that I've developed is pretty strong for producing nice solid trades. So that's at least 4 or 5 solid trades on Apple just based on the daily chart over the past year, not to mention trades we would have found on the 60-minute chart or trades going short. Now imagine this is happening on stocks every day of the year, and these are the trades that I'm finding for the website service. So here's one more chart. This is Verifone Systems, symbol PAY. We had the red line cross the signal line today. Stochastic